Egyptian bread, 2.5 cups all-purpose flour, 2.5 cups whole wheat flour, tablespoon and a half yeast, tablespoon and a half sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, quarter cup of warm water, cup and a half warm water. We'll get the quarter cup of warm water and we'll mix to it the sugar. Mix until dissolved. And then add the yeast. Mix well. And then let it in a warm place to activate. Add the flour and the salt. And then add the yeast and the water and mix. Add more water as needed. Keep mixing, adding water as needed. Mix on high until dough pulls from the side of the ball. Until you see this consistency. It was a little bit dry, a little tough, so I need more for about 5 minutes. And this is the desired dough that we need. It's not dry, not too wet. Form a ball. Add a little bit of flour. Then add the dough. Add more flour to the top. Cover it with saran wrap. Put it in a warm oven for about 45 minutes to rise. This after 45 minutes, we're gonna start forming balls. Add flour to your surface. Then add the dough. Knead a little bit more. Until it forms a soft ball. Add more flour to the surface. And then start cutting small balls. And set them aside. Repeat. Cut a piece of dough, form it as a ball, and set aside. Last one. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the dough, and then I'm gonna put some flour on top of it. Cover it with plastic wrap. Let it rest for about 15 minutes. This is how it looks after 15 minutes. It rose a little bit, but not too much. Will be easy for me to handle. I'm gonna get the one ball I started the first. I'm gonna start form disc from it. Add flour using a rolling pin and start rolling, and flip on the other side and roll. Flip again and roll. Keep repeating. Flip and roll. So your disc will be the same thickness. Not too thick, not too thin. And set aside. Another one. Add flour. Press with your hand. Roll and flip. Roll and flip. Finish the rest of the balls. During that time, I'm gonna have a pan on high heat on the stove. To heat. I'm gonna start with the first disc I formed, so it will be well rested. This is how it looks. This is the first disc. I'm gonna put it. After 10 seconds, I'm gonna flip it on the other side. And you're gonna start seeing bubbles, and it separates the bottom layer from the top layer. Apply little press so it will even the separation. And flip again. Another one. 10 seconds, and I'm gonna flip. And it starts to bubble. I'm gonna apply a little bit pressure. Flip again after 10 seconds. Keep applying very, very, very minimal pressure. It's just to even up the air inside, so we'll even the separation. And flip again so it will be even the color. I did from 5 cups of flour 24 discs, and this is how it looks. It's very soft, it's very easy to rip, and bon appetit.